Financial survival is a big word. Watch with me and check this out. To respond to the request of the viewers, we have prepared on the simple steps to financial survival. Given the situation now, how can we cope up with the day-to-day expenses? This video, by the way, has been prepared more applicable to those people like me who belong to the CDE segments. So, you know, those people who are celebrities, rich kids, like that, people of influence, I think this might not be applicable for them. Okay, so we talk about the 10 steps. Number 1 on the list is budgeting. First, you need to list down all the things that you need at home, your personal, your family. Okay, so list down everything. You need to streamline pa. Streamline pa. I-review mo pa siya. Okay, you have listed a lot. If you listed like soda, beer, red wine, white wine, whiskey, etc., etc., please take them out, because for now, at this current situation, maybe you need to discipline yourself so that there's no additional expenses on that. And then when you go to the grocery, make it sure to bring that list. Otherwise, you will end up like cramming, and you do not know what are those items that you listed, and then you will end up spending a lot more than what you have listed. Okay, our number 2 is you need to stay at home. Okay, you need to stay at home. Why you need to stay at home? You know, oftentimes there are friends who would invite you, let's go like window shopping, let's go to the mall, kasi wala ka namang ginagawa sa bahay, anyway, it's a weekend naman, let's go. You know, something like that. The more you go out, the more you are tempted to spend. And then, when you are there, like sasabihin ng mga friends mo, okay, let's have iced tea, let's have milk tea. So, what would you, if all others ordered theirs na, so, what are you going to do? So, temptation is always there. So, it's best for you to just discipline yourself, stay at home, stay safe. O, diba? Mas maganda yun. Okay, another thing, when you go out, like you passed by a boutique and then it says there, 1 day sale only. All items up to 75% off. O, diba? Mapapahamak talaga yung bulsa mo dyan. The more that you don't go out, the more you will save a lot of money. Do you agree with me? Okay, for our number 3, avoid night out life. Okay? You know, restaurants, night out places, oftentimes, especially these days, they would offer like 50% off on drinks, 50% off on food. So, while you are being entertained, you just get surprised when you see the bill. So, it's 20,000 pesos or even more. And then you are only 4 packs to divide that 20,000 pesos. So, you will need to spend 5,000 pesos each. But the bottom line of this is you had additional spending than instead of staying at home. So, does it make sense? Okay? But then again, did you reserve that budget for you to have the funds for that gig? Guys, please comment below if you have that kind of mindset that you need to save on some things for you to have funds for this another thing. Maybe yes, maybe no. Okay, so I'd appreciate reading your comments below. Again, what we are talking about here is financial survival. The people like me who belong to segments CDE. Ibig sabihin, yung tayo yung mga nagtitipid. Okay, so yung mga hindi nagtitipid, maybe this video is not applicable for them. The number 4 in my list is you need to have a meal plan. So, meal plan, it's just like having a meal plan for 1 week. Like, for example, you cook 1 kilo of pork adobo and then divide it into 3 and then put a mark. This is for lunch or dinner, MWF. And then cook another recipe like bistek Tagalog, 1 kilo, and then segregate into 3 canisters again, and then put a mark. This is for lunch or dinner on TTH. Okay, for Sundays, maybe that's for you to prepare all things, no? So, do not include Sundays na because that's the time for you to go to the market, that's the time for you to cook, and then that's the time for you to have the meal plan. So, that's one way to financial survival. This is about putting both ends meet for you to cope up with the day-to-day expenses in life. Number 5 on my list is that you need to recycle food. It's always exciting to come up with a new recipe of your own, like put all together the leftovers, you know, there's meat there, maybe you can just slice onions and tomatoes, put them together, saute, and then make another dish out of that. Then put maybe some potatoes, some small veggies on it, then you were able to come up with another dish of your own. Okay, so it's important for you to just check on Mr. Google. There's a lot of recipes out there. You have leftovers for adobo, then you can just buy like cabbage or pechay, slice them, and then saute the garlic, the onions, and the tomatoes, and then put on the leftover of adobo, and then put the vegetables, and that's it. You have another set of new recipe on the table. That's for you, that's healthy for you and your family, right? The number 6 would be switch off the appliances that are not utilized. You know, I feel guilty of that because sometimes I leave the room like the air condition is open, is switched on. So make it sure that if there is no one inside the room, you know, maybe you might want to switch off the aircon and then switch on the electric fan. You know, something like that. There is no one watching TV. You are currently checking on the social media right now, and then the TV is switched on and nobody is watching. So why not turn it off and then you just watch Netflix or social media on your cell phone, right? That way, you are able to save on electricity. Number 7 is no eating outside. Peace, okay? So while we are on the stage of financial survival, especially these days, it's best for you to just cook your food at home, and then you just have to prepare your food, and then you will end up serving more food than what you should have ordered when you went out for lunch. Diba? That's how you should do it. Maybe 4,000 is not enough. So you will end up eating like the budget meal. So why not use the 2,500 or the 3,000? Buy all together the grocery items that you want, the meat, the pork, the chicken, and then you can just buy some steak in the grocery store that's ready to cook, and then you can just cook it at home, and then your cravings for steak has been satisfied. Diba? And then you end up serving a lot of food on the table. Okay, so the 4,000, the 5,000, you were able to save more, and you were able to serve more for your family. If you are out for dinner, or you know, wala ka naman dun sa eat all you can, and then you ordered like this, like this, like this, and then when you tasted it, you feel like mas gusto mo pa yung luto ng mudra bells mo. So, sayang. That's sayang. In these trying times, like we really need to spend less and save more. Well, it's always a practical way. It's always best for us to just stay at home, cook your food at home, and then share it with your family. Okay, so the number 8 on my list is avoid expensive stuff. What are those stuff? What I'm trying to point out here is expensive clothes, apparels, or jewelries. You know, almost everybody, those who are working, almost everybody, every company might have the same setup now. For those people who are at the back room, at the back end, at the operations side or the admin side, you know, like me, I am working from home, so I don't need to go out. So even if I don't wear something like branded or top brands, you know, or brand new, I don't care. It doesn't matter because I'm just here at home. Nobody will see what brand are you wearing. Is that the brand new? Is that pre-love or whatever? Oh, by the way, this gives me the chance to plug in my Aces brands. So if you are looking for top brand items and you are a smart buyer, you know, you can just visit my online store We have a lot of top brand US apparels. Those are excellent condition, 9.9 over 10, sabi nga na natin. All top brands, all original brands, those are pre-love of good condition. So yes, I was able to plug in my Aces brands. So that's what I'm trying to say. You don't need to buy stuff like expensive, branded, brand new when you're just at home. Like what I've said, it's always best for you to be a smart shopper. Aces brands is the answer. You go to Aces brands, I'm gonna give you like your stuff would cost like digits in Greenbelt. Aces brands can offer you like few hundreds only, and that's pretty good enough to wear anytime, anywhere. And that's pre-love, and that's excellent condition. Okay, so for our number 9, if you have special skills that you can use to generate income or additional income, make use of that. Like for example, you love to cook, you know how to cook, you know, you can just tap your friends or the friends of your family members, the friends of your acquaintances. Maybe you can offer them like, I'm going to cook carbonara tomorrow, would you like to order? I'm going to cook like pork binagoongan tomorrow, would you like to order something for lunch? Para hindi ka na magluto. So that way, you can cook something, you can spare something for your family out of that. Diba? Nakapagluto ka na, and then yung iba, ibebenta mo siya, and then you're generating income. So if you are good at selling naman, there are a lot of brokers who are posting online on social media. We are looking for agents to sell my condo, to sell a house and lot, to sell this townhouse of mine, or corporations who offers house and lot. All, mostly people have that Android, you have your data, you have your free Wi-Fi, and you can just contact Mr. Google, ano yung mga binebenta nilang house and lot. Where can you find that? And then tap yung owner, and then maybe you know somebody who is in need of a house and lot, and then, well, there's a lot of commission awaits there. So if you are good at selling naman insurances, investments, you can generate a lot of income there as well. So use your talent. Use your talent. Maximize them. Bring out the best in you. Para survival ito eh. Diba? Or this one. Eto, napakalaki ng income dito. Okay. Who among you have provinces? Yung mga merong probinsya dyan, this is a very practical way of generating income. Okay? So, halimbawa, you have your family, or you have your friends, or you have your relatives who have a lot of harvest, rice, corn, garlic, onions, like that. Tap them. Mga na-harvest mo na, would you like me to help you tap businessman here in Manila or businessman here in our place? Oh, you can act as middleman. You have big income out there. Kasi pagka nakuha mo sa kanya, halimbawa kahit middleman ka lang, and then kanino ka kukuha ng commission? You can get commission from the farmer, or you can get commission from the businessman. Either way. Okay? Mas maganda sa businessman ka na lang kumuha. Huwag mo nang kuhanan yung farmer kasi nga binebenta na nga niya ng mas mababa, di ba? Okay? So, if you guys have that kind in mind, proceed because you are going to get more income than what you are earning on a monthly basis. I'm telling you. Ako kasi mahilig ako sa mga ganyan. Like, pag may narinig ako, as if I can accommodate them all. Like, parang gusto ko lahat pasukin, you know. Every opportunity counts kasi sa akin. I would list them down, and then, pagka hindi ko pa nagawa ngayon, and then sasabihin ko, babalikan ko to. Okay? Because, right now, halimbawa may ginagawa ako ngayon, and you know, it's not going to work out, then meron kang fallback, meron kang listahan, then, tap that person. And then, tell them na parang nakita ko dati meron kang ganyan na ino-offer, are you still offering the same? Baka pwede akong pumasok na parang part-time lang. Okay? Those are simple ways for you to get some money, additional income. You know, these days, yung sweldo natin, no, yung sweldo mo, saan ba papunta yon? Not unless sa top level in the corporation that you belong. Then, maybe, you don't need to have part-time, okay? You have the luxury in life to just buy anything that you want to. But here in this topic, we are talking about the financial survival. That's why we are going to discuss what are those possible sources of income na pwede nating gawin within our reach. So, if you were able to generate, like regardless of amount na income, no, you need to revolve that income. You need to revolve that income and do not stop. Kasi kung nakita mong doon ka kumita, yung maliit na yan, dadami yan, lalaki yan. The next day, ni-revolve mo, madadagdagan ulit yan. The next day, ni-revolve mo, madadagdagan ulit yan. You need to watch out for your expenses and you need to monitor the income that's coming in. So, this is cash position. So, now, meron na itong kahalong cash positioning. We'll talk about that separately, okay? Our number 10, last but not the least, to financial survival would be out of the savings that you have, regardless of amount, you need to set aside like 5 to 10%. Makakaipon ka kahit maliit lang na amount than zero savings. Kung madadagdagan ng madadagdagan yan, then you have something for emergency funds. Pagka nag-ipon ka, like 5 pesos, 10 pesos, 100, 500, after 1 month, nadadagdagan mo ng nadadagdagan, then you will be surprised. Dumami na siya. Rather than spending a lot. Like, sasabihin mo, sayang 5 pesos lang naman yung, like 5 pesos lang naman yung kikitain ko eh. E di, why not just spend it all? Diba? Wala naman papupuntahan ni 5 pesos ngayon, 10 pesos ngayon, 20 pesos ngayon, 50 pesos ngayon. No, you are wrong. Yung 5 pesos mo, 10 pesos, 20 pesos, pagka naipon yan, in 1 month time, you'll get surprised kasi meron ka ng 500 pesos. The next month, you'll have 1,000 pesos. The next month, you will have 1,500. And at the end of the year, you will have sufficient money to celebrate Christmas with your family. Right? So, that ends our 10 steps for financial survival. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. By the way, this is just for the short term, and after this we will have the part 2. So that's the financial survival part 2. We will be talking about the long term naman. This one kasi it's for the day-to-day financial survival. Okay, shout out to those people who gave their comments. I appreciate a lot. That's Pia, to Shermily, to Babes, to Lilia, to Flora Des. So, I appreciate you a lot for supporting me, from Aces Brands to originally Aces, and then here, the AisleWay Channel. I owe you one. Once again, this is Aisle from the AisleWay Channel. I'll see you on my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe and God bless everyone. I'll see you next time. Thank you.